There are a lot of retro-style roguelike games out there, and another one I can add to that long list is Rift Keeper. But is Rift Keeper worth keeping a hold of, or will it put a giant rift in your gaming enjoyment? Rift Keeper is very much a retro-style procedurally generated roguelike, something that we have seen a fair amount of, and there's a little bit of Rift Keeper that is enjoyable, but unfortunately the monotony of it sets in way too soon. You're playing as a character who awakens from a slumber in order to track down an evil through various portals or rifts in this small town. There's 33 levels in total, and you have to complete them all in order to see the ending. If you die at any point during your journey, it's back to level 1. You have a few types of weapons, but it only really decreases or increases the speed in which you end up attacking. They're all kind of melee weapons, swords, axes, and the like. Some of them do contain a shield companion that you can use to help out, but there's also a very useful dodge roll that ends up negating pretty much everything and is much more useful than ever blocking anything with the shield. The game does have a small variety to different background types and level designs, but it's not much, and just as lacking is the enemy variety. There's only around 10 or so enemies, and you'll be seeing the same ones from the beginning to the end of the game. Before you enter into a stage, you're given a little screen that shows you the modifiers for that particular level. Every time you go to another level, it increases a bit, making the enemies a tiny bit tougher. It would have been nice though just to have different types of enemies instead of just making the same ones a little harder every level. They're extremely exploitable as far as getting past most of their attacks, and once you have a decent weapon, the game honestly became a bit of a breeze. After completing a level, and in order to do so you have to defeat 70% of the enemies on that particular level, and then the portals open up. And every level is identical to that goal, even the boss encounters. Just defeat the boss and then that portal opens up so you're able to go through. At least the few boss encounters in the game were somewhat fun. After completing a level, you're then taken back to the town. If you beat the level in a certain amount of time, you're rewarded with a bonus chest. You'll be given one just for beating the level, but you'll get 2 if you beat it within the bonus time limit, and this gives you a variety of different equipment to put on, as well as money to buy stuff of your own. The equipment and accessories that are in the shops of the town do not change up every time. They're the same thing from the beginning to the end of the game, and you'll usually end up finding better stuff through the chest or just from enemy drops. Every level contains random collectibles, and gathering 5 of them you can trade them in for another random accessory or weapon in the town, as well as you can also upgrade one of 4 different stat categories permanently using these red gems that you collect for defeating enemies. This is the only thing outside of the money that you don't lose every time you end up dying in the game. You lose a little bit of your gold, but for the most part you keep most of it, and you do keep these stat increases with the red gems, such as increasing your attack power, health, or speed. From the technical side of things, I did run into some problems. There was some random slowdown here and there, as well as the game flat out glitched and lost all of my progress. I finished up a map, and then when it went back to the town, instead of being on the next level that I was supposed to be, I was on level 1 again, and that was after already completing over 20 levels of the game, so hopefully this is something that ends up being patched down the road. Rift Keeper is available on the PlayStation 4 for $9.99. It does feature a Platinum Trophy. The game is also available on Xbox One and PC. Unfortunately, Rift Keeper is just another bare-bones retro-style roguelike. There are so many games out there similar to this one, and this one definitely lacks the variety or other meaty features for those that love this genre to really sink their teeth into. With everything said, I'm going to be giving Rift Keeper on the PS4 a 5 out of 10. That's going to wrap up this review though. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course, I hope you enjoyed.